So we've said it many times. One of the things on these Odysseys is when you begin a day, you have absolutely no idea what's going to happen in that day. This is one of those days. So got in touch with Chris, or he got in touch with me this morning. The part we're waiting for has not arrived. And in fact, he says they changed the delivery date to July 2nd, which would be like next Tuesday or something like that. He says sometimes that happens and the part just comes right in, right then. So, but what we're doing is we're bringing everything to him. And he said one notion is that he will load up the bike and me, I guess, and we will go to Langley, where there's higher ground. That's what it's called, higher ground motorcycle. Who said if we bring it to them, they will get it in. That's what they told me yesterday when they called. So I suspect that's the plan. We'll see what happens. Meanwhile, Susan's she's all loaded up there. So she could be riding to Langley on her own, sort of following us as she does, I guess. Yeah, we'll see. You want to do a piece?
Oh, there's the taxi.
Okay, give me a piece, babe. So thanks to Chris at Iron Horse Mechanical, the bike is now loaded up and we're on our way to Langley, and they say they're going to accept us and get this done today. So, I mean, at one level, we're at least moving to Langley.
We are.
Which is the right direction.
Not sure where we'll be tonight, but we'll figure it out.
And Suze is going to, of course, ride behind us and meet us up at, what's it called again? What's the place called in Langley?
High Road.
High Road Ducati. That's our next stop. So, see you soon.
Oh, darn. I didn't put my earplugs in.
All right, so, well, I guess the good news is we are no longer in Chilliwack. We are now in Langley, BC, at High Road Langley, which is a BMW Ducati dealership. So, thanks to Chris, we got the bike here. It's dropped off, and they've been really. Oh, what's the guy's name here? Shoot. Jody here has been really good. So hopefully the bike's getting worked on now. If not now, it'll be very soon. They got to put a pair of tires on because they always put on a match set, but they actually gave us a reasonable price to do that. The problem is the tire I got, it's no good. It's a sport tire. I don't know why they gave it to me. It's not good for what we're doing. So we're trying to see if someone will buy it off us and whatever. But the good news is there's a chance that it'll be done in the next hour or two, and then we'll be on our way and be able to catch the ferry to Nanaimo. So that's our hope. We'll see. If we get some unanticipated delays, we could be staying in Langley. Who knows? But we're a step closer to Tofino. With any luck, we'll be in Nanaimo, which means we can do Tofino tomorrow. So we'll see.
You got your helmet on already.
Yeah, I'm not doing those, but that's okay.
I already did it once this morning.
Yep. So, once again connected to my GoPro. Here we are at the back of High Road Motorcycles in Langley, BC, who got us in quick. My bike now has new boots front and back. They've checked Suze's, checked the inflation, says hers are good for the road. And we are now ready to get back on the way, and I can't tell you how excited I am about that. It's 3 o'clock. We're heading to Horseshoe Bay Ferry Terminal. Hopefully in time to get a ferry, probably a 6 o'clock ferry, that we hope will bring us across to Nanaimo. Once we're sure we have the ferry, I will book a place to stay in Nanaimo, and that'll bring us one day away. And I have to take it a little easy on the new tires because they are a little slippery. He basically said by the time we get to the ferry, they'll probably be scrubbed in, but until then, to take it easy. So we have negotiated the streets of Langley and the traffic jams. We're about to get back on the one yet again. Yes, Hope. I'll never think of Hope the same. But I wanted to talk a little bit about emotional regulation. And I was going to say one of the things you learn on rides like this is emotional regulation. But then I want to change that because that's not really true. The truth is, rides like this demand emotional regulation. And, you know, the last few days has been a great example of that. You know, after negotiating the frustrations and difficulties of Sunday, getting stuck on the side of the highway and having to get towed and all that kind of stuff, we actually felt really good about how we did things, and we were on a high on Sunday night. We really felt like, okay, things are cool, and yeah, we got Monday, but then Tuesday morning we're gonna, you know, get the heck out of here. And so we were feeling really good, and you know how it could have been much more dangerous, and it could have been much bigger of a problem than it seemed like it was. But then, of course, on Tuesday, things started to compound, and it was obvious it wasn't going to be fixed as easily as we thought, and that there were going to be some major challenges and major expenses and yada yada. And as things wore on to Wednesday and Thursday, I can say that my mood got a little more down. And that is just going to happen. And you know, I don't think a lot of couples could actually succeed doing what we're doing, because these little emotional ups and downs can, you know, really get you frustrated and annoyed, and it's very easy to take it out on each other and let things spiral. But if there's one thing I think we've gotten pretty good at, it's just not letting that happen. And you know, Sue knew I was down. I was feeling bummed out about everything, but she just let me be down. You know, and yeah, we, despite all the frustrations we were both feeling, we never aimed them at each other. It was always we're in this frustrating situation together. And you just have to get really good at that. You have to know that there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, there's going to be, you know, times when you are going to be frustrated, annoyed, whatever. And you got to learn how to regulate that, because if you don't, it's just not going to work. Alrighty. I should probably know what this bridge is. I don't think we're at Vancouver yet, are we, or are we? Maybe we are that close to Vancouver. This has got to be Vancouver. Look at that. The mountains behind. You know, Vancouver's always, I've visited the city a few times, and this city nestled into the mountains. It's just very cool. It's a beautiful area out here. And this is what we're going to get, and starting today, by the way, is a different kind of beauty, a more coastal beauty. So we're going to get to the Pacific, and we're going to be on the, you know, the ferry that, well, it'll be the strait between Vancouver Island and BC proper. But we're going to start getting that Pacific coastal vibe with the mountains in behind. You know, very different from what we've been getting so far. And wow, what a grand entrance to the city. I love that bridge. As you may know by now, Sue loves tunnels. That's sarcasm. She's not a big fan of enclosed spaces in general, but especially tunnels where you're kind of stuck in traffic jams and not just going through. We had this happen a couple times, or at least once in the Rockies, and she referred to it as like not her favorite experience. Wow, the noise just gets louder and louder. Normally I'd shut my helmet, but I almost want you to hear this whole experience. It's kind of cool. I like it, the lights and stuff, and I always love emerging from tunnels. Ooh, it's pretty dark down here. Wow. I don't think I've ever been in a tunnel this dark. It does allow you to see some of the reflective stuff on Sue's bike, which I kind of like. On the bag on top and the two little critters on her side bags. These are good if cars behind her at night or in the rain. I have similar stuff, and of course I've stuck orange tape over almost everything, orange reflective tape, just to make sure people see me. Alright, so here's the re-emergence. We'll see if it's dramatic or not. I'm sure Suze will be happy to be out of here. That's pretty dramatic. Hello, Rockies. Nice to see you again. Ferry Terminal 5. 5 to the ferry terminal. The ferry that will bring us to Vancouver Island and the almost mythical surf town of Tofino after years of dreaming. I don't know how well you can see on the GPS, but it's a nice little curvy line right to Horseshoe Bay. Less than 5k away. And that's the ferry. So nice to be riding again. So nice. I see a little bit of the open water over there I was telling you about. Maybe we'll get another glimpse. This could be a good one. There we go. Nice open water view there. Okay, Nanaimo. Were we not supposed to take that? No, I think we were. Alright. So, now what are we doing? We're rerouting on path. Shoot. Okay, now we're in trouble. Oh, we got a nice view for it anyway. But yeah, we're gonna have to turn around somehow. It's not gonna be easy on this route. Beautiful views though. We got a bit of time. It's just a question of when. Okay, U-turn up ahead. Okay. Hopefully Sue saw that and feels good about that. It's okay. It's okay. Doesn't say when the U-turn is. Well, hey, if you're gonna screw up where it's gorgeous, huh? Woohoo! So this might be a little bit of the Sea to Sky Highway. That's what it reminds me of. We did the Sea to Sky on a couple of rented BMWs once. I think that's what we're now on. We didn't intend to be on it. Oh, there's a ferry coming in too. Oh well. U-turn route. Okay. Okay, so we want that, huh? was waiting for a sign that said which way to the ferry. But this just is the ferry, I think. Sorry?
Lane 1.
What'd you say?
Lane 1.
Late one. Okay.
Lane 1.
Lane 1. Okay. Okay, so this just is the ferry. Wow, look at that, huh? Yeah, that's a nice shot. Yeah, you always feel like such an idiot when you've never done something before, right? You always want super, super clear instructions, and I thought he was saying late one, but then I realized he was saying lane 1, which is apparently the motorcycle lane. Sorry?
Where to?
Where to? Nanaimo, sorry.
Go down 1.
Stay on 1?
Yep.
Okay. Hello. Let me just get organized here. Come on. Okay, so it's my wife and I both going to Nanaimo.